Dear friends, let's continue the love song of J.Alfred Prufrock without any further ado. Am an attendant law that will do to swell a progress, to start a scene or two. So see how Prufrock goes on de-glamorizing himself. How Prufrock goes on talking about his unheroic qualities and his ordinariness, that he is absolutely ordinary. He is absolutely a common man with no heroic quality in him at all. So how can he compare or equate himself with a gigantic figure like Hamlet, who is a prince, who is pondering over certain grave and serious issue of killing somebody. He does not want to commit, he does not want to punish an innocent person, and that's why he thinks so much, and that's why he is so indecisive. So straightway he outrightly or straightway rejects the idea of equating himself with Hamlet, who is a prince, who is a student of philosophy. He says, I'm an ordinary man with all my ordinariness. I'm absolutely a common man. I'm a common man. And he says that I cannot even imagine myself to have the stature of Hamlet. Yes, I am an attendant. I am a mediocre. Now he compares himself with a certain mediocre character in Shakespeare's Hamlet. If you have gone through Shakespeare's Hamlet, if you have read or gone through Shakespeare's Hamlet, there is a character that is Polonius, who is the father of Laertes and Ophelia. Ophelia, love interest of Hamlet. But Polonius does not give his consent to their relation, thinking that maybe Hamlet will not marry his daughter and maybe he will only use her, and that's why he does not give a permission, he does not give his consent or his permission to their relation. Sometimes this Polonius, who is a counselor to the king Claudius, is seen advising his son, advising his daughter, and sometimes even spying on Hamlet for reporting Claudius. So all the time this character Polonius plays the second fiddle. Sometimes he behaves and acts in a foolish manner, and sometimes his behavior and his talks amount to humor. He becomes ridiculous. Sometimes he becomes ridiculous. Same is the case with just Prufrock, and that's why he says, I'm an attendant. Here, attendant stands for Polonius. So he says that I cannot equate myself with Hamlet. I cannot compare myself with Hamlet, a man of such a gigantic stature and figure and status, but I am like Polonius. Sometime can play the second fiddle. can never play the lead role. Means I am not heroic. I have no heroic quality in me. Yes, I have all the mediocrity of a common ordinary man who is growing in age, but coincidentally or unfortunately falls for a young girl half my age, he says. So he says, am an attendant, lot to an attendant like Polonius, that will do to swell a progress, that can do something to help a plot of the story to progress, start a scene or two, can appear in a scene or two. Means he says, I am absolutely insignificant. I'm not so great and so important like Hamlet. Who dominates? Who is the central character? Who is the hero? No doubt at all, he is a man of inaction. Yet, see the glamour, see the heroism, see his philosophy, see his approach of thinking. All hues, all great. Nowhere just Prufrock finds himself in comparison with this character, but he finds lots of similarity with Polonius. Just like Polonius plays a very insignificant role or an insignificant role in the play, in the same manner Prufrock says that I am as insignificant as Polonius. He means indirectly. So again, allusion, a straight way from Shakespeare's Hamlet. Advise the prince, yes, he's seen advising his son Laertes, advising his daughter Ophelia, sometimes advising even you can say that the king, just Claudius, who is the central antagonist of the play or the main antagonist of the play. No doubt an easy tool. So he says, I can merely be a tool, a device, an aid. I can be an attendant to the lot like Hamlet, lot like Claudius. I can never be Prince Hamlet, because I do not have that kind of quality. So see how does Prufrock think about himself? How is Prufrock aware about his drawbacks and aware about his insignificant things? Prufrock all the time knows that he does not have that greatness of Hamlet. He does not have that stature of Hamlet, but he is only and only a common man with all prosaic qualities. Not even a single great quality he has in him. So he says, no doubt an easy tool, deferential, respectful, glad to be of use. So he says, I'm happy to be used. I'm happy to be used. Why? Because common men, ordinary men, insignificant kind of people are always used. And they are happy to be used. Those people who flutter all around the great people are greatly happy when they are used by those great men, because they think themselves or consider themselves lucky to be used. In the same manner here, Prufrock thinks about himself that he is only an ordinary man with all his ordinariness. Politic, cautious, careful, meticulous, same, very much careful, full of high sentence, but a bit obtuse, dull, idiot, blunt-minded. So he says, see, how sometimes just Polonius is seen just speaking his mind in a very intellectual manner or speaking intellectual things, but sometimes he just reduces himself to he just or he just he cuts himself a sorry figure by behaving in a very idiotic or in a very ridiculous manner. So sometimes Polonius is seen in the play speaking in a very philosophical manner, but at a certain time or on some other occasion seen behaving in a very ridiculous or in a very foolish manner. Same is the case with Prufrock. He says almost at times the fool, and now here he accepts that he is a fool. He does not have that wisdom and intelligence and intellectuality of like Michelangelo, like Hamlet, like Prophet John the Baptist. He goes on just mentioning the name of these great people only to draw a comparison and only to give his readers only one thing, or lets his reader know only one thing, that he is nothing. He is a common man with all commonalities or common qualities, common traits and features. No heroic quality in him. He is by no way adventurous, heroic, gigantic, great. I grow old, I shall wear the bottom of my trousers rolled. Beautiful. See the use of the just rhyming words. See how these two words rhyme with this. These two lines rhyme with this one in a beautiful manner. So see, all the time he's aware with this fact, or aware about this fact that he is growing old. He is lonely. He has nobody to go to. He has nobody he can call his real friend or his real companion. Why? Because he has spent almost all the golden just years of his own life only and only doing nothing but only and only philandering, only and only dating and sleeping with the just women belonging to different strata of society. You see this, and that's why now the result is in front of him, that he does not have a single man or woman in his own life he can call his true companion or true friend. And that's why now he wants to make a kind of a permanent relation. He looks for a permanent relation. So he says, I shall wear the bottom of my trouser rolls. Now he's planning that now he will try his level best to deck and embellish and fashion himself like the youngsters of his time. It means youngsters of the time of Prufrock loved to wear the bottom of their trousers rolled. They folded the bottom part of their pants rolled. First of all, they wore the pants with the folded bottom. That kind of a fashion was at that time. And now he wants to wear that kind of trousers with the rolled bottom, or with the bottom rolled. Why? Because he somehow wants to look young. Somehow he wants to hide the signs of the old age. Now he has decided to part his hair behind. Now he wants to change his hairstyle. Now he does not want to arrange his hair the way he has been arranging for a long time. Why? Because he has a bald patch, and now he wants to cover that bald patch. And in order to cover that bald patch, now he wants to comb his hair or arrange his hair behind. Now he does not want to part it from one side to the other, this side, that side. Now he wants to comb it behind, arrange it behind to cover his bald patch. Why? Because he does not want that young girl to see his bald patch. Why? Because he wants to win her favor. See, shall I part my hair behind? Now he's questioning himself. Rhetorical question. Rhetorical question is a kind of a question that is put up not for getting answers. So here he says, shall I part my hair behind? It means he will part his hair behind to hide the bald patch. But do I dare eat a peach? But does he have courage to eat this hard fruit? Possible that he does not have that kind of a courage. He cannot eat peach. Maybe it is not good for his digestion, because digestion is not so good as in the young age. People in the old age, or when we start growing old, we suffer from lots of digestion related issue, or lots of complications we experience. So we have to bring a lot of change in our diet, in our lifestyle. So here he says, fine, possible that I may start just parting my hair behind, man. By doing that, I may cover, or I may succeed in hiding my bald patch. But will it be possible for me to just eat peach? Maybe my teeth are not strong enough to crush and break and chew them. And maybe my guts are not strong enough to digest them.